It's like...
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there's no love lost between these NFC South foes. It's the Panthers and the Falcons, all that and more, coming up next.
Summer drawing to a close here in the Southeast. The roof is closed at the wondrous Mercedes-Benz Stadium due to the hot temps still outside here in downtown Atlanta. Today, our new season begins with an NFC South matchup. A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Falcons ready to go to work here on offense. And at the helm in his second season, Charles, it's Desmond Ridder.
The Falcons got their feet wet with Ridder during a 4-game audition last season, and he did end their year with a pair of wins. Optimism reigns that he is their quarterback of the future.
Ridder looking to put it up right away. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield. The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. Ridder. Short throw caught by Pitts. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. So here are the Panthers set to take over for the first time. And Charles will get a look at the much-heralded rookie Bryce Young, the first overall pick from April's draft.
Bryce Young, the quarterback out of Alabama with a Heisman Trophy in his hip pocket, is the new face of Carolina football. 80 touchdowns, just 12 picks in his college career for the Crimson Tide. He may be a little small in terms of size, but potential, massive.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They run with a 3rd-year man, Chuba Hubbard, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
One of the Panthers' big offseason acquisitions. Here's Miles Sanders. Really an excellent run, sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. So from the 37, here's 2nd and a couple. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Down at the 25. So, week 1 is upon us. Frank Reich making his debut as Panthers head coach. He's tapped Bryce Young to get the nod here on opening day. And I think nowadays, Charles, if you're the #1 overall pick, the expectation is that you're going to be running the show right from the start.
I agree with that totally, and I support it because if I'm drafting guy #1, I'm going to do everything possible to get him ready to go right out of the gate. And it has worked out fairly well for the last 3 guys who were in that position. Kyler Murray, Joe Burrow, and Trevor Lawrence. All three have led their teams to the playoffs, with Burrow getting his team to the Super Bowl.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Grady Jarrett. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. A quick throw complete to Chark. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Young. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
Well, it's up to how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But the two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different, and I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
A Ritter's throw taken in by Landry. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. The clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. Ritter throwing on 3rd down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, 28 yards. And the Falcons have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Young to throw it. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Ritter will set up to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
The throw over the middle taken in. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Ritter here on 3rd and 2. He's got his tight end pitch complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Robinson up the middle. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Second down and a run by Robinson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now here's Young. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. A short throw hauled in by Trimble. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
So since that last gain did not get a first, they'll decline the penalty there and force a 4th down. So on now is Johnny Hekker to punt this one away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Meanwhile, Ritter's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And Pitts is going to pick up a Falcons first down up near midfield, spotted at the 48. Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Patterson. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. To the air again, it's Ritter. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Call that a gain of 38. A big march forward on the 3rd down conversion. Here's Ritter. Mr. Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. But they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Young on 3rd and 2. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Final play of the half, Young. That caught by Trimble. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A final shot before break. Young. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've reached halftime here. It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. But the Panthers going to take over here to start quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Young. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be Falcon football. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ridder gets them ready. Right at the 30. Back to throw, Ridder. Looking sideline, incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
On second down, a run with Patterson. Oh, nice move. And this will be a Falcons first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
The Ridder's throw taken in by London. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards, good enough for first. Back to Robinson now on first down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Ridder. Short throw caught by Pitts. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short, Ridder. And that is incomplete. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And this is going to be a Panthers first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. Well, with them trailing here in the second half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold on a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. It isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And boy, he did it there.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Young. And that'll be incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Young. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. There's a nice move. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Sanders toss left side. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll go again with Sanders. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Young on 3rd down. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other one. Back now in Atlanta. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Ridder and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Going play action. Ridder. That's out wide here for Robinson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. 42 yards on the ground for him so far. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Ridder has it knocked down. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Young now after the fumble recovery. 25 yards that time. Young to throw it. And that's complete to Sanders. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Running right, here's Sanders. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's a gain of 6 on the 1st down run. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Another run with Sanders. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Throwing. Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Shi Smith, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Robinson gets the toss on the right side.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Ritter to throw it.
And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line.
So now Young and the Panthers
trailing 17-10, 2:18 on the clock. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. Young to throw it. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 2nd down, Young again. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back.
Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches.
3rd and short yardage. Young
into the hands of Sanders. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. Young.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. Here's Young. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Going for it with Sanders.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Now Young.
Open man right side is Shark. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
2nd and 6 coming up. Young to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. That's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
And the lead is up to 14.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Here's 1st and 10. Back to it after the pick six. Young, complete. Smith has it. Here's 2nd down. Here's Young. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Now Young. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And